Hey YouTube, what is going on? It's Abriss. Today I have the first episode in a new series for you guys. That's going to be following my team and its Highlander series. Highlander season, sorry. It's going to contain scrims and matches and all that good stuff. And I'm just going to go through like what I was thinking, what my teammates were thinking, stuff like that. So hopefully you guys could learn off of it or just enjoy it if this is the type of video you like. So anyways, we're playing on payload Swiftwater. My team's holding open these windows so we can see what they're doing, and their heavy's just kind of chilling on the window. I have the short circuit out because it's the only weapon in the game that can just instantly decimate sticky traps. And I know that since the payload map, there's obviously going to be some sticky traps sitting around here somewhere, so I was just looking through the window to see, and it looks like they're put down 8 stickies right outside that door, so that's pretty easy for me to get rid of. I just one click and they're all gone, so that's a pretty good strategy I find while playing on payload to run the short circuit initially, and then I place a mini beside the cart just so I can give my team some support, but it seems like it died for some reason. But I just want to give the team some support while we push the cart over that first little bridge, since it's really spammable. Right there, that's a really good spot because it gets rid of all the cover that they would have had if they were hiding behind that little fence, which is usually a pretty good place for a sentry gun. Actually, there's no good places on this first point for a sentry gun, but that's where most teams will end up building. And now my team's just going to push forward, except for me and the scout, and that's because the scout gets that ×2 on the cart bonus, so it's always nice to have 7 people pushing forward, because there's only 2 people on the cart, as opposed to like 6 pushing forward. So the reason why I'm on the cart is because the engineer is probably the weakest combat class. Well, mini sentries are OP, but in Highlander they're not nearly as good as in pubs. So we're just gonna sit on the cart, and while we're waiting, I'm gonna explain the series, something about the series, and I'm gonna put in some music in the background. I do not own it, but I highly encourage you guys to go check out the glitch mob. It's a video that's using 3 songs in this video, and they're all pretty good. It's kind of like a techno electronica type dubstep stuff. It's not really dubstep, but it's really enjoyable. Right here, as we're pushing into second point, my team's having a bit more trouble. Since this point is pretty hard to cap, they don't even have a full sentry. I think they switched over to minis. But getting that soldier to crater, and we're gonna try to push the cart, but there's a heavy, and there's a demo man, and I'm almost about to kill him, but then he hits me with a direct, and then I walk over a pill. So that was unfortunate. Also, I'm not going to be cutting out the respawn times, because sometimes, just like right here, important stuff happens. Our medic is kind of just trying to get away from their team. If we'd lost him, that probably would have been catastrophic and would have added probably about a minute onto our push. Here, I'm just building a telly so that we can, because I'm seeing that we're having some issues and we need to get up there faster, because then we could have more people attacking at once. So I'm building that up, taking this door that opens up once you cap first point, and then I'm just gonna head up here and build my tele exit. Still having some issues pushing in because of a heavy medic combo. They're currently up top, and it looks like they just Ubered. So I'm gonna get out of there. Hopefully our whole team's gonna try to get out of there, because that'd be the smart thing to do. You can't fight an Uber unless you have an Uber as well. I don't have a mini sentry up right now, because right now I'm kind of playing the support NG, rather upgrade my stuff and build a mini, except for the heavy and the medic pushing through that little side cave, and they end up taking down my telly, so that's unfortunate. I really thought that was a spy, because I have no idea how he survived, but it's good that he did. Right here, we decided to take top route since the bottom route wasn't working, and it did work for us. We ended up pushing the cart pretty far. Their medic gets pretty lit. He doesn't die, or he does die, but he didn't die to me, at least. I should have got that kill. I did like 900 damage. and now we're pretty much just gonna roll right through. Their soldiers the only ones staying here, and he shouldn't do that because he's just gonna get destroyed. I'm just gonna head back into our new forward spawn and put up a tele entrance just in case we get stuck on last, because that's a very, very stalematy point because it's just one big choke. There's no way to go around. You have to go down that ramp pretty much. And I wasn't really paying attention to the pyro, and then I couldn't track him, so I got hit by a rocket after I took about 75 damage from that pyro. But that's okay, because my team's still not doing too bad. They haven't pushed us back at all. We have our combo of medic soldier heading in, and now I'm back up. So I'm just going to run and try to deal some damage, but I see now they're pushing us back. So we are just going to hold around spawn for a bit, build a mini just in case they decide to come around this corner, and when I turn around they are right there. My mini goes down pretty quickly, but that's okay because minis are easy to replace. That's the best thing about them. You don't even care if they die. Well, sometimes you do if they're putting out a lot of damage or something, but most of the time I don't really care if my minis die because it's their support for my shotgun. Shotgun is a much better weapon than the minis in competitive because the minis will get focused pretty quickly. Right here I see the medic and I decide to go for him, and I end up getting him down from full health, and I thought I was going to survive, but I accidentally took too long to build my mini, so I got blown up. And I don't know how he knew my mini was building. That would have been hard to see, but oh well. Our team's still on the cart. So their spy, I don't even know, honestly. I don't think he disguised once. Actually, yes, he did. He disguised once, if I remember correctly, as a pyro, and he's just running around with the extinguisher out, so it was really, really non-convincing, so he's just bad in general. Now I see this heavy, and I want to finish him off, but he pulls out the sandwich. That's a sure sign that he's low health. So I go in for the kill, and then I get killed by a scout on the cart because he completely tunnel visions me, which probably not the smart choice by him, because he could have got someone more important, and he just gets destroyed after that. But oh well, I'm not complaining about their team's bad moves. It helps us push in, and almost we're about to finish off the round here. Pretty sure, because our whole team is alive and we're all around the cart. We're all just swarming it. Putting down my mini in a dispenser just in case someone needs the heals, and I hear that the medic's trapped back here in the corner by Anti-Downer. He's our spy, and I just go in, try to finish him off, but he ends up getting taken down by the pyro, and I finish off their scout. Don't have enough metal for a mini, so right now I'm pretty much just gonna try to push the cart. Their heavy drops down, he gets super lit, and I take him out with one pop of the shotgun, and there's the round. Our time was 7 minutes 17 seconds, which is pretty good time, and I'm switching back over to my full sentry loadout now. The first point on Snakewater is really annoying to deal with as engineer, because it's important to not give the other team no momentum right away, and if they just steamroll first point, they got momentum. So you gotta try to hold them back, but on this point, it's pretty much the worst point in any map, worst first point at least on any map to defend. So I'm just building my sentry in this generic spot behind the fence. My team gave me some suicides because I asked for them behind the fence in the comms, and I'm just gonna try to upgrade this stuff. I couldn't find that last piece of metal, but then I found it beside my dispenser. One thing that my team should have done is they should have suicided right away, because the metal takes a while to go away. Building my tele exit back in this house, hopefully no one would find it, and it worked because nobody found it until after they pushed first. You guys could probably tell by the video time how this is gonna end up, but I'm not gonna say it. Just building up my buildings to level 3, but the soldier keeps bombing us, and none of my team seems to be stopping that. So, bad time to upgrade my sentry. It probably would have taken him out, and that would have saved us we probably could have held this a minute longer if that sentry didn't go down right there, because then just the issues of trying to rebuild start happening. The bombs keep coming in, and there's not too much that I can do about that because I'm just a weak combat class. I just start spamming rescue rangers at the cart, and I pop their NG with one of those. And then I kill the scout, I believe, or nope, the spy, sorry, with my mini. I'm not sure if that was a dead ring or not, but I get bombed again, and I also die. So my team is sentryless for a little tiny bit, but my team keeps up the hold. And the medic still has full uber, and the spy, undisguised again, just runs up behind the medic like a fool. And my telly's still up, so I can upgrade that to level 2. Not gonna upgrade it all the way to level 3 because that would just take too much time, but I might as well upgrade it to level 2 with the metal that I have, quickly run back to resupply, take my telly, and try to get a sentry back up again. So I'm back, no real problems. I smack the spy with my wrench, and I dominate him, which should not happen. An NG should definitely not dominate a spy. But there's full ammo kit over here, which is really helpful because it's really close to where you want to be building. Usually, another good place is up on that platform that's to my left right now that I just kind of peeked at. But if you build up there, it's easy to spam it out with a sniper rifle or a direct hit. Right here, my heavy takes the metal. That's upsetting. And the soldier gets taken down by 2 rescue rangers, and then a sentry. And then the spy also runs at it, undisguised once again, but I get bombed by the demo man this time. And I'm pretty low health, but I'm gonna snag this health kit, get back up to full, and build again. My team still has a nice hold going. All of our power classes are around here, so we should be able to hold this for a bit longer. But then my sentry gets bombed again by the soldier, and I just want to get up a dispenser now before my sentries so we can keep this hold a bit longer. Since sentries don't seem to be staying out too long. The spy's back around, so I pop him with the rescue ranger, and he goes down. The rescue ranger is usually, I don't usually use it, but on Swiftwater for some reason I seem to enjoy it because there's one strat where you can put an entrance back where my exit is, and instead of taking you to the battle, it can bring you away from the battle. So you just snag your sentry with the rescue ranger and build it back a second spawn. So when they start rolling this out, right here, our medic was forced on the spy, and Auntie is trying to get away, but he has to settle for the dead ringer, and he decloaks right away and he burns out. But oh well, still a nice way to keep our medic alive. Now that they've capped this point, I know that I need to head back to second, or they're about to cap this point. Second is one of the easiest points to hold, probably, if you have somebody guarding. If you have somebody guarding up top. But I was gonna build up ahead, and then I decided to head back because I was like, yeah, 30 seconds. I mean, not 30 seconds. 3 minutes left in our time. So I just build back here. I just have to hold this for 3 minutes. Or just have to hold them off from final for 3 minutes. I don't even know if it's possible for them to roll that much in 3 minutes, but Pyro heads down. At first I thought it was a soldier for some reason in the comms, and I was freaking out because soldiers can spam out your sentry really easy when it's here, but then my teammates were like, nah, that's a Pyro. But I got Datex, that's a Pyro helping me out around here. With the detonator spammed, keep the top area a little bit clear, but my sentry was about to go down, but the pressure was relieved, so I just got some time to get some more metal and level it up again. And we got our soldier looking up top, and I know that there's a scout up there and he had 1 health. The soldier called that out, so I shot him with the Wrangler once. And it's always a good plan to have the soldier up there because that's the only way to flank really on this point. Well, actually it is the only way to flank on this point and flanking in Highlander is huge. Like, you saw how my team got this point earlier. We got that because we flanked through that top door that opens up once you cap first point. So we only have a minute and a half left to hold, so I was feeling pretty good. I had a level 3 sentry. I accidentally fell down there though. It's unfortunate. Good thing they didn't attack while I was down, or I would have had to hold them off with the rescue ranger and hit my sentry with it. I just filled a tele exit just for the lulls. Actually, not really for the lulls. If it had time to build, it would be pretty practical actually. Get my team up to me faster. Soldier spamming. He wasn't even at my sentry though. He could have killed it probably because I didn't know that he was up there. But then they start trying to push the cart because they know that they have a minute left. So I'm just kind of wrangling the cart, making sure that nobody gets on it and hides behind it for my sentry. But I end up getting some nice damage down on that scout. And he ends up going down. And we are 45 seconds left. Just peeping around with my Wrangler, like watching that flank up top again, because they can get behind most of your team. Sometimes you even see the medics holding up in that corner right behind where the cart is right now, medic heavy, and sometimes they can get flanked by a soldier through the top window, and that's just really bad. If you lose your medic to someone who's flanking your team, it could have been prevented. Your team should be watching. So anyways, this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and hope you enjoy it. I just decided to move my sentry, and thank you very much for watching.